Welcome back to the Inner Secrets, where we continue to explore the powerful archetypes that shape our world, and this time we are delving deeply into the Taurus archetype and its hidden gifts for financial success and personal growth. You might recall that our previous episode touched upon the surface of Taurus traits, but now we shall embark on an in-depth journey, revealing the layers of wisdom that reside within. As we journey deeper, I want you to understand that these archetypes are more than just astrological symbols. They are powerful templates of human experience. They are interwoven into the fabric of our collective consciousness. The Taurus archetype, with its grounded stability and love for beauty, is a direct reflection of universal laws, principles that have been passed down through generations. Through different spiritual and philosophical teachings, we will uncover the many layers to these principles and their practical application in our lives. Just as the seer Nostradamus interpreted patterns in the stars to foresee the future, we too can learn to read the subtle signs in our own lives using our understanding of Taurus archetypes. But unlike Nostradamus, we are not interested in predicting your fate, but rather helping you to understand the natural powers you already possess and how to use them. We will be going way beyond the surface-level horoscope to unlock the ancient keys to your own potential for success. It is not about luck, but about skill, discipline, and a deep understanding of your potential. 1. The steadfast resilience, an unbreakable connection to Earth, the power of Viria. We begin again with the foundational strength of Taurus, their resilience. However now, let's dig deeper into the origins of this strength. It is not simply about stubbornness or a refusal to give up. This resilience is rooted in a deep connection to the Earth. The bull is not just an astrological symbol, it is the embodiment of grounded energy, representing our connection to the natural cycles of life. This energy is reflected in all of the natural world around us. In the mountains that stand firm, in the trees that reach down deep into the soil, and in the rivers that flow consistently, tirelessly. Taurus knows that true strength is not about aggression or force, but in the unwavering dedication to what is right. This echoes the Buddhist concept of Viriya, diligence, and sati, mindfulness. These are not just abstract philosophical principles, they are practical skills that we can incorporate into our daily lives. Viriya calls us to develop sustained effort, while sati reminds us to maintain a constant state of awareness. When we combine these, we have the ability to stay focused despite the obstacles and continue along the path. This is the essence of Taurus resilience. This understanding gives them an endless reservoir of stamina, patience, and dedication. But this is not simply about working hard. It is also about knowing when to pause and renew, just like nature does when the seasons change. Taurus understands this and has an innate sense of balance. Their ability to keep going, despite the distractions and temptations of the modern world, is what makes them powerful. In the age of instant gratification, this principle of patience and long-term dedication is more important than ever. Remember, true success is a marathon, not a sprint. Their steadiness also makes them pillars of support for others, and people are naturally drawn to their strength and calm. This goes beyond offering help. They create a sense of safety and security. This doesn't mean that they don't have emotions. It means that they have learned to navigate them with awareness and grace. They become the ones that you can rely on, even during the most challenging situations. They do not need recognition for their support. They simply show up with their quiet strength and unwavering dedication. This makes them invaluable to their families and their communities. This same principle is also essential for success in the professional world. Taurus individuals gravitate towards careers that require long-term commitment, careful planning, and consistent effort. They may excel in finance, agriculture, the arts, or any other profession that requires dedication and a focus on excellence. They are not swayed by the latest fads or the pressure of their peers. They choose paths that align with their inner values. This allows them to achieve mastery where others may falter because they lack dedication or patience. This steadiness is not simply about achieving material success. It's also about personal growth and inner peace. When Taurus connects with the natural world, they are reminded that everything is part of a bigger cycle. They learn to trust the process, knowing that growth takes time, just like a tree grows slowly and surely, reaching down deep before it can reach for the sky. When we tap into this wisdom, we too can become stronger, more resilient, and aligned with our highest potential. I once worked with a client, a highly successful business executive, who was caught in a cycle of constant overwhelm and burnout. This Taurus individual had achieved amazing success, but had reached a point where she felt constantly drained and unfulfilled. She was so caught up in the constant activity that she had forgotten the true meaning of her work. I encouraged her to incorporate moments of stillness and mindful awareness in her daily life. She started with a simple daily meditation and began to create space for calm in the chaos of her business. When she began to intentionally connect with the natural world, she tapped into her inner source of strength. This allowed her to rediscover her passion for her work and create a more balanced approach to success. She was able to use her Taurus resilience to create a much more powerful and sustainable business. This is why we must remember that the true power of resilience is found not in force, but in the steady, unwavering commitment to what is important. Just as a river patiently carves its path through a mountain, we too must trust in our capacity to endure and know that the rewards will come when the time is right. This is the essence of the Taurus resilience. Begin to cultivate this within yourself and transform what seem to be obstacles into pathways for growth. 2. The Symphony of Beauty, harmonizing your inner and outer worlds. The power of Samadhi. Now let's explore the concept of beauty and harmony in the Taurus world. While our initial discussion highlighted the love of aesthetics, now we will delve into the deeply spiritual aspects of this concept. For Taurus, beauty is not just superficial, it is a way of aligning with the universe and creating inner peace. It has its roots in the understanding of cosmic order and how we can consciously align with this universal harmony. In many ancient traditions, such as Buddhism, this is connected to the practice of samadhi, meditative absorption, where all aspects of one's being are in complete alignment. Taurus sees beauty as a reflection of inner peace. They know that the environment we create for ourselves has a direct impact on our mental, emotional, and even spiritual state. This extends beyond the physical spaces that we inhabit. They become intentional about the company they keep, the information they consume, and the thoughts they choose to nurture. All of this has an impact on their overall well-being. They understand that when our surroundings are chaotic, our minds tend to feel the same. They use beauty as a tool to create calm, balance, and harmony in all areas of their lives. The act of beautifying a space becomes an act of self-care for a Taurus. It's a way of nourishing the spirit and creating an environment that reflects their inner state. This sense of harmony also applies to their relationships. They approach their connections with mindfulness, intention, and a deep desire to foster a peaceful and loving environment. They tend their relationships like a carefully cultivated garden, knowing that love needs nurturing and attention in order to grow. They are drawn to people who appreciate beauty, harmony, and kindness. This understanding also resonates with various ancient spiritual systems, which emphasizes the interconnectedness of all things and the idea that our outer world is a direct reflection of our inner world. When we intentionally create an environment of beauty and harmony, we align ourselves with a larger energy flow, a universal rhythm. This goes beyond just physical aesthetics. It has an impact on our emotional state, and this also applies to our financial lives. When we organize our finances with care and intention, we create a pathway for abundance. The Taurus. Love for beauty also reflects their deep connection to the natural world. They are drawn to the elegant simplicity of the natural world and use it as their inspiration. The intricate patterns in a flower, the calming colors of a sunset, or the gentle rhythm of nature. All of these feed their soul. They know that when they connect with nature, they connect with a larger source of energy, which allows them to cultivate more calm and peace in their lives. This connection to nature allows them to tap into their creativity and inner wisdom. You don't need to have special design skills to create beauty. Small changes such as adding plants, soft lighting, a comfortable chair, or a piece of art can dramatically change the energy in your living and working environment. It's about creating a space that makes you feel calm and at peace. Begin to pay attention to the impact that your surroundings have on your energy. When you create a space that reflects your inner beauty, you are inviting more positive energy into your life. I had a client, an interior designer, who had a completely chaotic home. She felt constantly stressed and overwhelmed, and this was affecting her creativity and her ability to help her clients. She had beautiful ideas, but could not implement them in her personal space. I encouraged her to apply the same principles of design to her own home that she applied to her clients. When she began to create order and beauty in her own space, she tapped into a new level of creativity and inner peace. Her home became a reflection of her true self and a sanctuary that inspired her and nourished her. She was able to see that the act of designing a beautiful home was also an act of creating a beautiful life. Taurus teaches us that beauty is not just a luxury, but a necessity for our overall well-being. When we tend to our environment, we are tending to our inner selves. Start with small, mindful steps. By creating an environment that resonates with harmony, balance, and beauty, you are cultivating inner peace and setting the stage for breakthroughs in all areas of your life. 3. The architect of manifestation. Practical creativity. The power of abhyasa. Let's now delve into the often misunderstood trait of practical creativity within the Taurus archetype. As mentioned previously, this is not about creating art for art's sake. It's about manifesting ideas into tangible reality. The ability to combine logical thought with creative inspiration is a powerful tool for transforming our dreams into reality. This is not just about skill, it is also about mindful intention, and this resonates with the yogic principle of abhyasa, consistent practice. The ability to take our creative vision and turn it into a meaningful action. Many people separate practicality and creativity, seeing them as completely opposite. But Taurus understands that creativity thrives within a structure. They approach ideas with the intention to make them real and make them functional. They don't chase fleeting inspirations. Instead, they focus on the process, knowing that every great idea requires planning, intention, and consistent effort. The result is often much more impactful than a haphazard approach. They understand the value of planning and organization and how these tools can transform a concept into a tangible reality. They are often gifted at problem-solving because of their ability to combine creative thinking with practical action. This ability helps them to look for innovative solutions while also ensuring that their ideas are logical and feasible. They do not take risks for the sake of novelty. They use their creativity to improve existing systems and build on what is already working. This ability to develop strategies that are both original and practical is why they are so often successful in their careers. They also understand that success is about a continuous journey of improvement and growth. Taurus's creative energy is often inspired by the natural world and their love of beauty. They intuitively understand how harmony and balance create sustainable systems. This inspires them to create spaces and experiences that reflect that same sense of natural rhythm. Whether they are designing an interior, creating a product, or developing a new strategy, they infuse everything with a sense of mindfulness and a desire for beauty, function, and sustainability. This is also why they are so masterful in their own life as well. In many ancient traditions, every action is an opportunity for creativity and transformation. This is the essence of abhyasa, daily practice with focus and dedication. The Taurus approaches every project with intention and awareness, knowing that all creative action should come from the heart and be aligned with the highest purpose. Their ability to focus on the process and patiently work towards their goals is what makes them a powerful force in the world. They are always seeking a way to make the world more beautiful, functional, and balanced. This ability to combine creativity with practicality is a skill that we can all develop. It begins with conscious awareness and then the focused dedication that is needed to manifest your vision. In the world of finance, it's not enough to simply have a desire for wealth. You must use your creative energies with focus and intention. When you take the time to plan, set clear goals, and consistently work towards them, you have the power to make your dreams a tangible reality. Remember that the true power of creativity is when it is rooted in disciplined, mindful action. I remember working with a client, a very talented musician, who was caught in a cycle of constantly doubting his abilities. He had endless creative ideas, but struggled to bring them into the world because he doubted their worth. He saw creativity as a disorganized and chaotic experience. When he began to approach his creative process with more discipline and organization, he tapped into his inner power. He began to see that his creativity was a gift that could bring value to the world. His music became much more profound, and his financial success was a reflection of his ability to merge his creative vision with his practical intention. He had finally unlocked the power of his Taurus archetype. Taurus teaches us that true creation is not a random event, but an act of conscious and intentional manifesting. We must nurture our ideas and use the power of practicality and focus to bring our vision to life. This is the pathway to sustainable success and to creating a meaningful impact in the world. 4. The Silent Guide. Influence through presence, the power of karma yoga. Now let's turn our attention to the leadership style of the Taurus archetype. We have touched on the idea of quiet leadership, but now let's delve deeper into the spiritual aspects of this principle. Taurus's leadership is not about dominating others, but inspiring them through their presence and integrity. It is deeply rooted in the idea that actions speak louder than words. This style of leadership is connected to the ancient principle of karma yoga, the practice of selfless action, done with mindfulness and a desire to serve others. Taurus leaders understand that true power is not about control or authority. It is about serving others and acting in the best interest of their community. This is why they are often seen as a safe and reliable presence. They don't need to be in the spotlight. They lead by example, with consistent behavior and thoughtful decisions. Their leadership is based on deep values, integrity, and a desire to contribute to the well-being of those around them. They don't require recognition because they do their work with an intention to serve the greater good. One of the greatest gifts of a Taurus leader is their ability to stay grounded even in the face of chaos and challenges. They don't react impulsively to external pressure or temporary emotions. This allows them to navigate difficult situations with clarity and calmness, which inspires others to trust their judgment. Their understanding of patience and consistency creates a space of safety and trust. They believe that true change takes time and that consistent perseverance will always lead to lasting success. This understanding of time is what allows them to lead in a way that is meaningful and lasting. Another defining characteristic of a Taurus leader is their ability to listen deeply and reflect thoughtfully before taking action. This means that they do not rush to judgment. Rather, they carefully consider all of the possibilities before making a decision. Their solutions are not just quick fixes. They are long-term solutions that are beneficial for the entire group. They are not interested in personal gain. They are motivated by a genuine desire to serve others and create a better world. This sense of responsibility is what inspires trust and respect. Taurus leadership is also based on the belief that true power is found in stillness. They don't always need to be in action. They are comfortable being in the moment, creating space for others to grow and to step into their own leadership potential. This doesn't mean that they lack power. It means that they understand that true power is often found in stillness and in the ability to hold space for others to come into their own power. By leading with presence and intention, they empower others to become the best versions of themselves. This is a form of leadership that we can all incorporate into our lives. Lead with integrity, compassion, and with a genuine desire to serve others. Understand that your actions speak louder than words, and that you have the power to inspire lasting change through quiet strength, focus, and conscious action. This style of leadership is not only more powerful, it is also more meaningful and has a more sustainable, positive impact. I once worked with a manager who was a very quiet and unassuming individual. She did not demand attention, but the entire team admired her and respected her opinions because they were built on a true desire to serve her team. She always remained calm under pressure, and she carefully considered every aspect before making a decision. Her team felt completely supported because they knew that she had their best interest at heart. It was because of her consistent integrity and her quiet strength that the team was able to thrive. It was then I understood the power of Taurus leadership. Taurus reminds us that true leadership is not about personal gain, but about creating a space for others to thrive. When you understand this concept, you tap into your own quiet strength and begin to influence the world in a way that is both meaningful and lasting. 5. The Master Strategist, solving problems with calm wisdom. The power of Jnana Yoga. Finally, let's delve into the Taurus ability to solve problems. As mentioned previously, Their strength lies in a methodical approach that combines calmness, patience, and practicality. We have talked about this previously, but now let's delve into the underlying wisdom of this principle. Their ability to analyze and understand a problem comes from clear awareness and a deep understanding of the underlying patterns. In many ancient traditions, this is the practice of jnana yoga, the pathway of knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. Taurus understands that problems are not meant to be feared, but to be understood. When faced with a challenge, they do not impulsively react. They step back, assess the situation, and approach the problem with a clear mind. Their grounded nature allows them to avoid making decisions based on emotion. This creates a safe space for solutions to come forth. Their approach is based on thorough analysis and a genuine desire to find sustainable solutions. This isn't just a skill, it is an art form. In their personal relationships, this calm approach to problem solving helps them to navigate conflict with grace and compassion. They do not jump to conclusions or make impulsive decisions. Rather, they take time to understand both their own feelings as well as the perspective of the other person. This is how they foster trust and understanding. Their goal is to create solutions that strengthen the bond. This allows for open and honest communication, which leads to long-lasting positive relationships. In the professional world, their ability to remain calm under pressure is particularly valuable. They are often seen as the leaders when things go wrong because of their ability to assess the situation and make clear-headed decisions. They always look at all of the angles. They are not interested in short-term fixes. Rather, they seek long-term solutions. This makes them incredibly valuable in any organization. Their understanding of the importance of planning and preparation ensures that they are always able to find the most sustainable approach. This ability to manage stress is particularly valuable during a crisis. When others panic, they remain calm, assess the situation, and implement the most practical solution. They know that the best way to approach any problem is through a clear mind and a steady heart. Their calm energy can be a source of comfort for others, helping them to also stay grounded. This makes them invaluable during challenging times. This is not just a skill, it is a gift that creates peace, harmony, and sustainable, positive outcomes. In our personal lives, their ability to solve problems provides stability and balance. They can calmly navigate challenges and create a safe environment for themselves and their loved ones. Their ability to listen carefully, assess all of the factors, and offer realistic solutions make them the most trusted friend and confidant. They seek not just an immediate fix, but rather they use their wisdom to find long-term, sustainable solutions. This creates an environment of harmony and trust. I worked with a business owner who was facing a severe financial crisis. She felt completely overwhelmed and didn't know where to turn. When she began to approach the situation with a more mindful and analytical approach, she began to see solutions that were not visible before. She broke down the complex problem into smaller parts and then carefully worked through every step. She approached her business with the same level of mindfulness and clarity. Her new approach led to success beyond her imagination. She was able to use the Taurus energy to transform the crisis into a pathway for growth. Taurus teaches us that the pathway to solving problems is not through chaos and reaction, but through a clear mind, a steady heart, and the wisdom to analyze. We must understand the need for patience, intention, and the unwavering dedication to find solutions that serve the highest good. In this journey we have begun to reveal the depth and the wisdom that lies within the Taurus archetype. It's far more than just a sun sign. It's a template of human potential. The key is to understand and embody the power of resilience, the love of beauty, the art of manifestation, the power of quiet leadership, and the wisdom of methodical problem-solving. These aren't just concepts. They are pathways to unlocking your true potential, especially in the areas of your financial life and your overall personal well-being. Begin to cultivate your inner Taurus energy by connecting to the earth and to nature. Create spaces that bring you joy and inner peace. Use your creative ability with focus and intention. Lead with compassion and empathy, and approach all of your challenges with a clear mind and a steady heart. When you do this, you will not only transform your life, you will also influence the lives of all those around you. Remember the ancient wisdom traditions that remind us that all is interconnected. By transforming ourselves, we have the power to create a better world. I invite you to continue exploring, learning, and growing, and to tap into your own powerful inner potential. Please share this video with anyone that you feel will benefit from this wisdom, and subscribe to The Inner Secrets for more transformative explorations into the nature of consciousness and our human potential. Remember, the true secrets you are looking for lie deep within you. You already possess all that you need. Until next time, continue to live your life with grace, compassion, intention, and mindful awareness.